Scorpio, welcome to your reading for May 20th through the 26th. I had to sit down for your reading because I have a standing desk, so you might need to take a moment to either stand up, walk around a bit more, like go for walks, or you have to get off of your feet and rest. I feel like maybe you have also a lot of walking that you've been doing, maybe journeying and traversing new planes of your awareness. We are moving with the sun at 29 degrees Taurus on this beautiful moon day, starting out the week, into a new sense of luck and opportunity. I think that as we are planting these seeds, we are planting seeds for new endeavors that are related to marriage, partnership, union, and moving into new agreements, new ways of handling and speaking and negotiating through conflicts to get to a closer, more loving partnership. King of Air. So you're either encountering this energy or this is you. You have clarity in your thoughts. Maybe as the sun moves into Gemini, you're going to have to really communicate in new ways as well, Scorpio. So I think that some time relaxing, some time in solitude is going to set you up to really approach the thoughts that were hard for you to face. Maybe you were trying to work your way through them. Maybe you were trying to overwork yourself to where you didn't have to think and you didn't have to be in your thoughts because you had so many things that were pulling at you. So there is a bit of distance and perspective that's gained, and a feeling of a story coming to a new conclusion from this new perspective that you have that is life affirming. It's allowing for you to appreciate the journey that you are going on, the journey that you've been through. And I sense that with the moon moving through your 12th house, it's like you have some fears that are being addressed socially, like of your social image, your reputation, and then basically how those fears come out in your day-to-day life. It's like they're proving to not be as condemning as you thought they would be, like this maybe disapproval from certain people. It's not limiting you. It's not holding you back. You feel like you're actually being really carried through a lot of decisions that you have to make for your future, and how you're going to open up in ways that allow for you to have a change in your connection with God, your connection with the divine. The South Node is in your 12th house, Scorpio. So it's like you're eliminating dark age of Piscean guilt, conflict, tirades. Oh, wow. Tirades, maybe it's ways of perceiving Earth and what your assignment is here. I feel like my inner pineal, pituitary, third eye, jaw. So maybe this is like how you're able to really work with this ancestral pact that you've had to make. Mars is in your 6th house of day-to-day life. So you guys are running and gunning. Maybe you have to go and visit or do like some kind of like appointment for your ear. Maybe you are hearing things and seeing things in a new way that is painful, but it's allowing you to take stock of your priorities. So maybe there is someone who from your past you were in business with, you were in partnership, you were in a union with, and there's someone who scammed you. They walk away with your time, your heart, your money, and they changed how you felt you could receive. But the 6th house is wrecking that story, and we're coming into a new sense of like, okay, well, this happened that way, but that doesn't condemn me to it forever, Scorpio. You're taking back your power. You are allowing for your heart to be open again and to receive love again. So congrats. I think that's picking up on Mars Day energy. So Chiron is at 21 degrees, and that's healing basically what compromises we've made to the truth. Neptune at 29 degrees Pisces is fleshing all of that out. What compromises we made to the truth, what ways that we thought and were calculative because of this person who we were previously in partnership with. what agreements did we make with ourselves? What contracts did we sign ourselves up for in the world? I think that you, with this full moon this week, let's go on to Mercury Day, you're coming to communicate from this perspective of having believed that you had seen it all, and a new day is coming, a new era is coming where you feel motivated to be more communicative. Mercury at 9 degrees Taurus is asking you to take a new playful, heartfelt, spiritual approach to how you communicate. And this might conflict the moon moving through your first house, celestial rose of Ma. It might conflict with how you feel like you're received and perceived. But again, you're moving through this energy. It looks like you're actually rising up to meet the day. The moon is rising and reaching one of these, I don't know what this flower is. It might be a sea urchin. Looks like a sea urchin to me. And it's really a rose. So it's like this really rocky experience of like pain and trauma is no longer restricting how open your heart is. So I love that for you guys. Let's tap. My heart is open to higher vibrational connections. I believe that I can get value from joy and pleasure, and I'm turning a page in my life where I viewed life as pain. I viewed life as trauma and my voice as silence. I am activated in my voice. I am liberated from restrictive beliefs on my heart and its expression. Gosh, this one really gets me, Scorpio. I don't know if it gets you. Let's go to Jupiter Day. The sun is moved now to 2 degrees Gemini, and this is you all's 8th house, I believe. So you guys are having to love the contracts you're making. You're having to really feel like you get the vote from God. Again, you're forgiving yourself. You're coming into a new sense of balance and harmony in your partnerships. There's a very deep relishing of the love that you have, of the life that you have, of the time that you have. And what better way to bring in a full moon in Sagittarius, ruled by the planet of Jupiter, with Jupiter at 29 degrees, saying that you have so much more to inherit, so much more to give the planet. Star Mother Arrakis. For my Dune fans, Arrakis is the planet that Frank Herbert wrote in like 1935, and somehow it's in this, what's this deck? Rumi Oracle deck, Star Mother Arrakis. So there is some channeling happening, and you guys are doing it. Maybe you have new contracts with God that are allowing you to belong, channeling, to invite in the divine into more of your connections, which maybe you felt that you had to keep small. You felt like you had to stay as one identity throughout lifetimes, and now you're turning the page on that. Like God's really healing that with you and walking you through it step by step. So you could trust the divine guidance that you get at this time, Scorpio. The Lovers from a loved one, from a lover. You can really rely and lean on this person. So they're showing to be someone who you can make these contracts with, these new bonds. Let's see how Venus looks on Venus Day. We have Venus moving from 29 degrees Taurus, so the last degree of our potential for partnerships. We might come into some really happy, refreshing news, into a new sense of protection around this romantic relationship, this spiritual connection, this divine union that has been a gift in your life. Family is coming under the gaze of Pluto at 1 degrees retrograde in Aquarius. You guys are having to be on brand with like how you live in your vibration, and you have to love how that feels. So as you're honoring your sacred connections and your heart in ways that really liberate you and they take you out of this old story that you've been playing for lifetimes, you get a real sense of like energy and untapped like force of wielding the force of your chi, of your heart. You're magnetic at this time, Scorpio, and it feels like you're being guided and led into new types of encounters with people who you love and adore, and they love and adore you for that. I think that your fears are now at bay. You're acting with a lot more agency come Venus Day. Let's see what happens on Saturn Day. Reward yourselves. There is a pyramid-looking formation in your chart in Capricorn, which is speaking to me of, you know, transportation. The moon is on the galactic center. It crosses on Saturn Day, 3 of Earth. So you feel like you have a building belief and vision, power of creativity. You feel like you have a vision maybe for your lineage, for the children that you want to have. You have a new sense of maybe security around that, and you're committed to having the truth of who you are and who you want to be take form in your day-to-day life, and that's a contract that you can live by. You're communicating that in ways to that your beloved is also allowing for you to see yourself in a new light. I love this. Sweet. Yeah, you're healing some deep, deep sadness, some deep wounding come Saturn Day. So again, just know that when there's that new dawn, and we can come at the day with the same energy that supports our highest trajectory, our best, biggest vision for life, and we take steps towards that, and then know that we've done enough. Like, after you do all of this effort and work and mastery and achievement, give yourself a pat on the back. Stop to breathe and richly open your heart and smell the roses and see how the transcendence is lifting you out of former states of being, former ways of feeling in your body, and this is changing the connections that you have in big ways, Scorpio. Sunday at 5 degrees Gemini. So I think that there is a new level of humor and lightness and bubbly connectivity in your contracts and your agreements, and you are guided by the angel Rasbar to be, I think, generous and doting. Be generous and doting then, Scorpio. We have Saturn in your 5th house, so I think that, again, you're going to be rewarded for taking actions that put you in a place where you can receive messages from God, where you can be at your spiritual openness. You can emit open frequencies. It's like, you know, going to an ecstatic dance or something and making sure that you have fun with people who believe the same things that you believe, and that you believe in yourself, and that you really honor and cherish the ways that your luck is changing in unions, in long-term commitments. There's a really cute little green bird outside, and it was just showing itself on a branch. So maybe it's like this new lightheartedness is coming out in ways that are really supportive to getting new support, getting new investors. Bu Vanisvari. So this looks to me like you have remembered something very important to you come Sunday, and I sense that you are in a new place emotionally than you have been in maybe your whole life. The moon in your 3rd house is saying that you have a new enlightenment around what it is that your beliefs allow you to do. So maybe you're going to start writing something. 5 of Fire. Yeah, this speaks to me of like stacking up papers, competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. Maybe it's like in your mind, and you have to choose to, with the sun at 5 degrees, move past this energy of maybe feeling like you don't have anything to say or share. And it's like, if you were to open up and share your story with people, it would help so many people come to this oneness, this sense of expansion that you have going on for you, Scorpio. I just want to pull a final card and look to Uranus, which has been stationed at 23 degrees Taurus throughout the week. So in your relationships, you're coming to communicate with a new freeness, a new liberty. It's working well. Like, you're also receiving information from others in a new way that allows for them to really authentically be themselves. So, you know, you've had time and space to develop compassion for someone in your life. Maybe it's this divine union. Maybe it's yourself in a creative endeavor, in a creative pursuit. And maybe it's just perspective from something that didn't last, that didn't stand the test of time, that broke you out of your holding, of your clinging to the earth, and it's taking you to new levels of faith and trust. Scorpio, have an amazing week. Please keep me posted in the comments on what's going on for you. I would love to know. Have a fabulous week and much aloha.